Hi, everybody. It's Adam with HeartValveSurgery.com, and this is a special Interventional Cardiologist question and answer session about the 2-year results of the SMART clinical trial. I am thrilled to be joined by Dr. Angela Lowenstern, who is a leading interventional cardiologist at Vanderbilt Health in Nashville, Tennessee. During her extraordinary career, Dr. Lowenstern has performed thousands of minimally invasive cardiac procedures, including more than 500 TAVRs. Dr. Lowenstern, it is great to see you again, and thanks for being with me today.
Hi, Adam. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, we're going to talk all about the clinical trial results, but first, could you address the current state of the diagnosis and the treatment of symptomatic severe aortic stenosis for women?
Absolutely. So what we know is that among all patients with symptomatic severe aortic stenosis, patients are undertreated and that we need to do a better job. This is more prominent among female patients. Women are frequently diagnosed later, which may be related to anatomic characteristics such as less valve calcification, different flow characteristics, and also related to different symptoms. We also know that once women are diagnosed with symptomatic severe aortic stenosis, they're less likely to undergo treatment. They're more often deemed frail by the heart team. And when they are treated, there's usually a longer time to treatment as compared with male patients.
Dr. Lowenstern, very important points for the members of our community. Can you talk about what is the SMART clinical trial and why is it so unique and important for women?
Absolutely. The SMART clinical trial is a randomized clinical trial examining the treatment of patients with symptomatic severe aortic stenosis and a small annulus or valve size. This is particularly relevant for women and helps in addressing some of the undertreatment, as women are much more likely to have a small annulus. And so the trial examined the use of TAVR with a self-expanding valve, the Medtronic Evolut valve, or a balloon-expandable valve, the Edwards Sapien valve, in patients with a small annulus. And notably, this trial included 87% women, which is really unheard of in cardiovascular disease trials.
Dr. Lowenstern, thanks for sharing what the SMART clinical trial is. Can you talk about the results from the 2-year study?
So the SMART trial showed that among patients with symptomatic severe aortic stenosis and a small annulus, among those who underwent TAVR with either a self-expanding valve or a balloon-expandable valve, they had similar clinical outcomes at 2 years. So this was related to death, disabling stroke, or rehospitalization for heart failure. However, there were significant implications on valve performance between the two valve groups, where patients who underwent TAVR with a self-expanding valve were more likely to have better hemodynamics or blood flow through that valve and less likely to have valve dysfunction, which can have long-term implications for valve durability.
Dr. Lowenstern, those are really important findings, and I'm guessing there might also, though, be risks for patients with TAVR. Can you talk about those?
This is a conversation I have with my patients every day. Anytime we're working in the heart or doing a procedure, there are associated risks. And we always just want to make sure that the benefit of the procedure outweighs those risks. And so with TAVR, we think about bleeding and infection from the access site. We think about stroke or heart attack, pacemaker, or dying during the procedure.
Dr. Lowenstern, I'm curious to know, given the risks you just talked about and the results of the SMART clinical trial, what is your number one piece of advice for a woman with symptomatic severe aortic stenosis who may need her valve replaced?
Great question. So what we know is that among patients with symptomatic severe aortic stenosis who do not undergo any treatment, there's very high mortality. And so it's important to be proactive, seek treatment, monitor your symptoms, and discuss these with your doctor. Be honest. What I frequently see is that women especially attribute their symptoms to, quote, aging. And this is frequently not the whole picture. And so women especially should feel empowered. Ask the hard questions. Discuss with your physician the valve choice based on your unique anatomy and determine the best solution for you. And get educated. Do your homework. Read about TAVR and what that looks like so you can have that discussion with your physician.
Dr. Lowenstern, that is great advice. And on behalf of all the patients at HeartValveSurgery.com, patients all over the world, thanks to you and your team for everything you are doing at Vanderbilt Health in Nashville, Tennessee. Thanks for being with me today.
Thank you so much for having me. What a great discussion.